Hello, fixers, and welcome. Today we've got something a little bit out of the ordinary for you. Rather than giving you a video from Pennsylvania, we were actually in our new home and our new property in Marinka, Bulgaria, just outside the city of Burgas, which is on the Black Sea in the southeastern part of Bulgaria. And we're fortunate to have something which is common to just about every home you visit in Bulgaria, and that is grapevines and fig trees in the yard. The property had two fig trees in it, which we're enjoying, and in fact, we're modifying one a little bit. We'll get to that in a little bit. But here's the first one. It's a giant. It is a yellow fig. I have no idea what it is. It's something very local, but it winds up being a very sweet, delicious fig. Ripens around the September time frame. You can see it's just every node is pretty much loaded on this tree. There's a fig everywhere, so this will be a big harvest this fall that we'll enjoy over here. But we've also got a lot of other fruits and vegetables growing in the garden at this time. To my right over here, you can see the tomatoes and peppers are in the ground. Cucumbers are in the ground, and they're starting to ripen now. It can get hot here. It's a little bit warmer than in Pennsylvania and milder winters, so you can see the trees do well over the winter. You really don't cover or have to protect them. Here's a astringent persimmon over here that's also full of fruit. In the fall, we'll probably have a nice harvest of these as well. They're all forming small fruits right now, and they'll probably drop a bunch because it's so heavily loaded, but we'll probably have a good harvest of that in the fall as well. There's about 20 other fruit trees. We have a jujube over here. We've got apricots. We've got multiple pear trees on this side over here. There's an apple in the back over there. On the left, we have a cherry, which is having a very slow start. It was a late frost in the spring here that kind of slowed things down. All the cherries, in fact, did poorly. Peach tree, there's a plum behind it. Another pear, another couple of pears. And we'll make our way over to our second fig tree behind our final row of fruit trees over here. Here we have a nice quince tree that's got a whole bunch of fruit on it as well. This will be in the fall. We'll have some nice quince as well. You can see them growing very nicely. And next to this jujube, we have our second fig tree over here. This one we did some modifications on. It was a not superior purple variety. We weren't crazy about it, so what we decided to do was trimmed it back very, very hard, and we are going to use it as rootstock, if you will. So we've grafted two varieties to it. On the left-hand side, we're going to have green Marinka, which is a Bulgarian fig, very appropriate for the region and the climate. On the right-hand side, we've grafted Gersh caprifig. So we have a male fig here as well in the same tree. And the reason we did that was because here in Bulgaria, in this area, you have the fig wasp. So we have the beauty of having caprified figs in the fall. So we just want to ensure that we have fig wasps locally. So we've got that male tree that's going to be those male buds that are grafted there. Hopefully at least one of them will take and we'll be in good shape. But continuing on the tour, here we have a local plum. It's a janka in Bulgaria. Anyone who's Bulgarian will know very well what this is. It's a little wild plum. Starts out green. Some people like to eat them sour. Some people wait for them to ripen. They can be yellow, purple, red. An excellent little plum. Here we have a hawthorn that's growing very nicely. It's got fruit on every branch. Something special to us here is an almond tree we've got growing, which is just absolutely loaded with almonds. Looks like it's going to be a very good year, and bonus is there's no squirrels here, so we're not going to, I think, have to worry about them being plucked off before they're ready. But let's move on to the new varieties that we put into the ground. We have one over here on this side, which should do very well here. It's a later season fig, and you have a very long season here in Bulgaria. The fall is mild. This is Culditum mutante. This is a striped fig. Not going to have any fruit on it this year because we just got it started last year. But you can see it's doing well. It's overwintered one winter. It's been established. It's one of the ones that's hopefully going to be permanent here. But we're looking forward to getting some fruit from that one. And a couple more varieties that we have over here, put into the ground behind our row of tomatoes. two more. One is one of my personal favorites, Burgas. That's over here. It's a nice purple fig, one that's kind of mid-season for us back in the States. Again, here you should do very well. It's established, doing well, should overwinter. Here we finally have figuine. This is kind of a small type of Adriatic. It's excellent when caprified. I've hand caprified this one in Pennsylvania. Very much looking forward to not having to do that work here. There I've written figuine in Bulgarian phonetically, just to stay with the theme over here. And finally, since we do have the wasp, we get a few of these treats over here. I have a volunteer fig, one that came from a seed probably, more likely than not. Probably a bird ate it and dropped a seed in the ground over here. Unknown variety. Got a breba on it. When this ripens, we should be able to determine whether it's a male or a female. And certainly if it's a female, we'll probably keep it until it sets some fruit and we can taste it and see if it's good. If it's worthwhile, we'll keep it and have a brand new variety. And if not, you know, we can get rid of it and, you know, wait for something else to pop out of the ground randomly someplace else, because that's going to be happening here with that. So with that, I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy being here in Bulgaria, as I do very much. Happy figging, everyone. До виждане, всичко хубаво и до нови срещи.